As they say, youth is a time for regrets. So what's one belief that you held in your 30s that you completely laugh at now?
Youth is a time for regrets. I don't know. Youth is time for regret. I normally kind of go with this that live a life with no regrets, right? You did what you thought was right at that time. But I mean, right? I mean, you only know so much. I mean, you keep growing in your life, right? The whole life is about an evolutionary cycle that you're living through. So you did what you knew was right at that time. As long as you're able to do that, I think you shouldn't have a regret. But now, specific question, if I were to think, right, I will not change it because that's what I was at that time. But in my 30s, I used to think, 30s when I was kind of in the corporate world, right, I used to think that you could push to get anything done. I mean, you can push a client, push your employees, push your boss, I mean, you know.
Yourself even.
Yourself, that's a very good one. When you can really push to get things done, which I now I think you don't need to do that anymore. You know, let things evolve. When things are ready, they will manifest. When things are ready, they will happen. You will automatically be drawn to make it happen, right? I just say make it happen, meaning you will be drawn and the knowledge will appear to you and you will be doing it that way, right? So obviously at that time I didn't know any better, right? So those are some of the things I can say that if I knew better, I would have done it differently.
So when did that change in mindset happen? Or what caused it? Do you think there was a specific event, or it's just growing up?
No, I think it was, I don't know. I mean, I know some people say, I think, I have heard many stories, people say some very drastic thing in their life, whether it is something wrong with their physical self, they have a heart attack or they had a stroke and, you know, things like that, right? Or someone very near or dear dies and they have this. I think in my case, since I started meditating very early in my life, so that you can say that process to observe and learn from life as it unfolds was already there with me. I didn't have to wait for any dramatic event in my life for me to learn things. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that does make sense. So how do you feel about then? So do you feel like meditation allowed you to be self-conscious in a way that, I guess, self-conscious, I mean that in a positive sense, not necessarily negatively, but in a way that maybe you wouldn't have been able to if you weren't meditating?
Absolutely. I mean, I would say conscious,
Right.
not self-conscious. Conscious of things around you, including yourself.
Right.
So, yes, I mean, it does make you self-aware. It does make you self-conscious in a positive way, as you said. And, you know, so, I mean, that's why one would meditate. You know, there is no other reason to meditate, right? I mean, people say you meditate for this or that. And I think one of the most important thing one should meditate is for evolving their consciousness, right? And that happens only through the process where you're consciously aware of things around you.
Right.